Good morning students. Welcome to the digital classes of Lal Bagh Girls Intermediate College. This is Ma'am Spring, your history teacher, and this lecture of mine is for class 11. Class 11 we are doing early cities, in which we are doing Iraq in 3000 BC. And we have already done the geographical features in our last lecture. In continuation with that, I am going to start with the agriculture and pastoralism in this lecture. So let's start. Agriculture began between 7000 to 6000 BC in the plains of northern Mesopotamia. In northern Mesopotamia, there was adequate rainfall to sustain cultivation of crops without having any irrigation there. And in the southern plains also, which we called as Sumer, and rain was not adequate for the staple crops like wheat and barley. Sumer was a semi-arid desert, and fishing was an important occupation of the people there in the southern part of Mesopotamia. The earliest Sumerians were also hunters and fisher folk, living in southern marshy region. It is also said that this region was very good for all type of cultivation. It was extremely fertile. The land there was extremely fertile, but the cultivation was not possible of the staple crop there. That is why the earliest settlements were done along the banks of the Tigris and the Euphrates. Consequently, a network of canals and barrages came up in the southern Mesopotamia. Though the region did not have sufficient rainfall to grow crops, the agriculture of southern Mesopotamia, in the opinion of the scholars, was the most productive of all ancient systems, including that of the Roman Empire. Pastoralism was also practiced along with agriculture. The pastoralist would take the animals out in winter and in spring to graze on the steppe or desert. Pastoralism was in a flourishing state in ancient Mesopotamia, and wool was the chief fabric which was exported there. Pastoral produce like milk and milk products, together with river fish, provided a reliable buffer against harvest failure. It means in between the harvest, they used to do the business of these pastoral products. Fish was available in rivers, and date palms gave fruit in summers. It was in the southern Mesopotamia that the first cities came into emergence and the art of writing registered a growth. Now let us see that what were the significant features of urbanization. In Mesopotamia, the population was not high, but the region witnessed an exceptional degree of nucleation of population in large urban centers like Eridu, Uruk, Larsa, Lagash, Nippur, Nisan, etc. were said to be the most important cities of ancient Sumer. Sumer means the southern Mesopotamia. Ancient Sumer, Babylon, Nineveh, Nimrud, Assur, Mari, etc. were other well-known cities of Mesopotamia. These cities not only served as a living place for a large number of people, but also act as in centers of various important economic activities. Initially, natural fertility and high standard of food production were the major factors leading to urbanization. The cities were populated, they were more densely and had larger settlements than villages. The people living in cities were not self-dependent. They depended on the villages for their food and fuel. One of the salient features of the urban society was that it was quite different from the village community or the tribe. In urban society, the people were linked together neither by the ties of kinship, means there was no king and there was no servant, or tribe, nor did they have any relationship on the basis of customs, traditions and beliefs like that of the co-residents of a village community. So this is all about the coming features of urbanization, and the leading features of urbanization will be discussed in the next lecture. Till then, stay safe, stay home, and thanks for watching this video.